Hey y'all, today I broke some things in the snow and it's kind of too cold to fix it. But my name is Andrew and this is the OK Humvee. Okay, as you can see, I've got some cleaning to do, and it's supposed to snow tomorrow around 8 to 16 inches. So if I want to drive this, I've got a few things I need to take care of, like bolting the seat down. Almost fell out last time. I don't want to do that again. So today I'm bundled up in the cold. I think outside there's like a 10-degree wind chill. I'm gonna try to get everything I can button up today, if that goes well. And if we do get some more snow, like s'more what? Anyways, what was I saying? If we do get snow tomorrow, I want to drive this thing in the snow. So I'm out here today trying to take care of some things. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. First thing I gotta do is get to it. And I don't want to open the garage door to move the van, so we're just gonna see what we can do. I was supposed to throw this away at trash day, and I forgot. Hard part is before I can even start working, I've got to clean up everything that's just been sitting here for a month. I have missed you guys though. Hope you had a great Christmas if you're watching this live. If you're not, I hope whatever your most recent holiday was a great one. Where'd I put screwdrivers? We had a great Christmas. We went to Tennessee, came back, I went to Israel. That was really cool. I've been taking the month off of social media, all January. But I'm glad to be back, and if it does snow, hopefully that makes up for it, and you guys forgive me. Did borrow some doors, so if it snows and I drive in the snow, I won't get as much snow on me. I'll still get some snow on me because there's still no doghouse. What are you gonna do? You can't not drive in the snow if you have a Humvee, right? I'm not crazy, right? I did get from Harbor Freight, my favorite store ever, these metal electric shears so I can cut through some of my aluminum reinforcements, but that will come at a later date because today I'm just trying to get a little bit more road ready. Also didn't realize how much junk was in here. How many wrenches do I have just laying around? A lot is the answer. Also, I gotta be honest, my fingers are already cold. Let's see if we even still have power. It's been sitting for a while. We at least got headlights. So take that as a win. All right. So this is a temporary fix. I just want to get this bolted in so I can get the seats in and then go from there. These have, I guess, multiple mounting holes. I don't know. I bought these 3 years ago on Black Friday from Summit. That's why I'm reinforcing the floor. But I'm not going to do that today. But if I can't find the key, that'll be a different issue. Because I need the key to be able to mount the seat base. What are the chances that this... No way. Okay. That was loud. But that is good. Try out my new 2100 lumen rechargeable floodlight that was also on sale at the Freight of Harbor. Well, that has been sitting out here in the cold too, so. Very bright. Do not look directly into the light. Don't you wonder what the story is that led to them having to put that on their package? Because you know, if they had to put it on there, it was for a reason. Also, it's been a minute since I've done this. Missed you guys. Feels weird talking to the camera though. I'll look directly into it. What was I thinking? Okay, let's see. I think this has a magnet. Ha! So, a little strap here, we're gonna take that out so I can scoot the base back. Ugh. I like overalls, but every time I bend over, I gotta reset my hoodie. And then it's like it's strangling me. You don't realize how much you bend over until your hoodie strangles you. Well, that stripped immediately. Well, since those are seized and I'm in a hurry, yes, my plan, because the floor has got issues, I'm going to reinforce this. I've got some old street signs. That's what the cutter's for. If at first you don't succeed, use a power tool. Ugh. Got it. I do also have a set of sliders, like seat sliders for this. Not that it can really slide back with this support bar in there right now. Today's about temporary fixes and not falling out while driving. I gotta say, when you're cutting that undercoating and it starts burning and smoking, you probably should not breathe it. also. I do have to admit, sorry, I want to make sure it's actually marking. That is my biggest purchase regret. This seat base. It's cool, it locks. It somewhat fits, I mean, not great. But I bought this a long time ago, before I even had the truck. I knew they didn't have a seat base or seats, and I was excited, and I did not look at enough places to find what I really need. I saw the first thing that looked cool and flashy, and on Black Friday I bought it. I saved a lot of money, but I still spent a lot of money, and I won't tell you where it's from, but if you know, you know, and you know I overpaid. Alyssa, I don't know, just ignore that part. I'm gonna get this in first, and then I'll mark my bolt holes, and then I'll bolt it in. One thing at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. Nothing on this right here is metal. Oh, wiper blades. I need to find those. Put those back in. Let me show you what I'm working with. So, seat base has seen some things. That's all right. So I've got these, and I got some washers. These are hex, which is interesting. But I wonder how long those are. Man, I have gotten this thing kind of dirty. Oh, it's not very long. I would have hoped for longer. I may get some new bolts, because actually I have to get bolts for the floor anyways. Yeah, we may take one of those. Okay. Ooh, I can use, anyways, I'll come back to that. My wife got me a cool little stocking stuffer. Okay. This is the floor. Obviously, that's where the old base was. That's pretty close to that. So this is why I'm going to reinforce it. One, whatever was there pulled out. Anytime you put pressure on it, it does that. I could buy a new floor pan, or I could cut an old street sign and just big old rectangle, just for some extra support. And you're gonna say, Andrew, why aren't you gonna do that now? Well, I probably should, but that's more stuff to do. But bolting to that seems somewhat futile. If I was a drill bit, where would I be? Actually, they were in here. Where are they now? Dadgummit, I think I took them to the shed. It's cold outside. A step drill bit. But I also need to do that. So my Camotech Smart Start box, whatever. It is Camotech, and I do like it. It's got the push button manual control for the glow plugs. It came with a new plate, which I probably won't put the plate on until I figure out paint and what I'm gonna do with the dash. But I would like for the button to be in the right spot. So I'll probably go ahead and drill that so I can mount it. I'll do that today too, because with snow and stuff, I don't want that laying around. But okay, back to what I was doing. Drill bits. Are they on this table? Sorry, I got distracted. Went out to the shed, the drill bits that were in there. It was cold. Took a phone call. So while I was talking to Josiah, I was like, oh, I'll fiddle with this. So now that I'm halfway messing with it, let's figure out how to finish it. 5/8 with a steering wheel in the way. Man, drilling through aluminum is satisfying and terrifying all at once. Because it just eats through it, but man, it also just eats through it, which is scary. A little more clearance, Clarence. Sorry, I know you can't see anything. Just give me a second. Okay, I guess I will go ahead and put the plate on. I'm just not going to use the adhesive because it looks like it's going to hold in pretty good. There's my start switch. There's my manual glow plug controller with the sunshine because it's fire. I guess it's not fire, it's just heat and glowing. So I got that drilled out. Ooh, don't bend it. That's what I didn't want to do. Oh, there it is. Get this over a smidge. Okay, so here's my tech tip. If you're going to remove your start switch, that's where I was, yeah, that looks great. However, when you go to run, I want it like right there. So I'm just gonna reclock that, show you in a second. All right, there we go. Plate is fairly straight. Run and gauge is straight up. So I'm happy with that. Also, I was gonna show you this. Did you know that you can just buy these? I've always just taken bolts to the store and used theirs, but my wife got me this as a stocking stuffer at Christmas. I think I want to get a magnet or something for it. I don't know. But I'm just going to look and see what size. These are out of the seat base. Also, when I had two hands to use, it was easier. I did find the right one. And this is the best gift ever. I love it. Thank you. Holes are drilled. Mess has been made. So I need to clean all this out. Yeah, I don't know what happened to this truck in its lifetime, but it served its country well. And I hope that I'm giving it a good second life. One other thing. Okay, this is a moment of truth to see if I have tail lights. What is how it's zooming in? Sorry, I didn't want to move my tripod all the way over here for messy floor reasons, but maybe I'll just do this. And you can just almost not see anything. All right, there's a box there. All right, there's one. Ha, I think that's, you can see two. If I do that, okay, let's try it. I had nothing before, so anything is better than that. So, hey, Huh, it does line up. Wow. What a blessing. This one's gonna be the hardest one. Okay. I mean, that's the floor moving, so not a lot I can do about that tonight, but that's why I plan to reinforce the floor. A couple different things. Well, my plan B was to use something that is not in its home. It's right there. Let's see, I think I'm gonna try to mark the back ones first. All right, putting some grease on the bolt heads. There, if I set it down in the right place, I'll have a ballpark marking of where I need to drill the hole. This will lube up the drill bit anyways. Can I set it down first try in the right spot? I don't know. We're gonna try. Straight up. That was mostly straight up. See, put my, you can't see, it's too dark. But you can see goop number 1, goop number 2. That's where I have my mark for center, and that's where the goopy goop is. So, all right, drill some holes and maybe get that seat in before midnight is 9:08. Okay. Ooh, it's 19 degrees. That's fun. I wonder if it's snowing yet. I may have to finish this in the morning, depending on how loud. Whew. Sorry. It's pretty loud. I may wait. All right, let's do something else. Let's look at this leaking coolant reservoir. Oh, and the hood prop. Hood prop's not on. Of course it's not. Lean all the way. Rubbered Up makes an upgrade that I plan to get. I just haven't gotten it yet. Also, one of these is hooked up on. Sorry, I was just super distracted. That part goes there. Right? Yeah. Huh, dang it. I don't know where those bolts are. Should have bought those today. Let's see what I can find. see, I'm gonna guess. Ha! First try. I don't even know if you can see that, but I got it first try. Doesn't mean I have any more of them necessarily, but we'll go looking in the old parts tray and I'll get back to you. Well, believe it or not, I found 3 of the 4, so I will take that. So it would be great to have a second set of hands to help with these forever long. Think skinny. Oh man, I gotta come back through that way too. I'm pretty sure my camera died and you couldn't see anything over here anyways. And I don't want to walk all the way over there right now and squeeze through that again. So I'll just show you with my phone. I got these loose so that the whole reservoir is loose now. Got these 2 top hoses and this bottom hose. And it is, you can't tell, all the bottom of this canister is wet, like all the way up there. So maybe like halfway. So I don't know if the box is just running down or what, but since I've been messing with this, more has leaked. So it's clearly something here that I'm touching causing it. Could be this hose, but I don't think so, because it seems good. So let's see. My grubby hands out of the way. Can you see anything? Yeah, see, there's a little in there. Not a lot though, which is. It's all right. We can drain it into the catch can underneath. Try to make it as quick as possible. And my other one is, oh, it's back there. I can reach that. All right. See you in a minute. All right, we'll see how big of a mess I make here. Pretty big one. It did not all go into the can. And it's 20 degrees. Okay, that's what dog towels are for. Dang. Oh well. You know, I wanted to flush the system before tomorrow. Put some new antifreeze in because it'll be so cold. I mean, I don't really know what I expected to happen. It was that. That's what I expected. Okay, well, the good news is this hose clamp was able to come all the way out. Got those 2 return lines off, so we can now inspect. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to see where it was leaking from necessarily. But all that was wet. So, all right. There's a new one. I'm gonna trim those hoses because these top ones This part's kind of brittle, so I'm gonna probably cut it there. But okay. Ta-da! New one's in. I cut this too short, so it is what it is. We should route under that, but it doesn't reach for now. Should work for tomorrow. These are tight, the bottom's tight. I'm gonna put some, what am I putting in here? The Rotella ELC. We'll see how that goes. And we'll see if it leaks. Wish me luck. Okay, we're at the fill line. Pretty much exactly. I won't know if it leaked out on the floor because of, you know, it may already be a little damp, but I'll at least know if this has gone down any. And we'll just carry this with us tomorrow just in case. Honestly, with as cold as it is, and the new fan, new radiator set up, I don't know how long it'll take before the thermostat opens to flush all this new stuff in, but I don't know, we'll see. Again, just gotta get me through some snow tomorrow. That's where I wanted it, that's where I keep it. I'll put this on here before I lose anything else. All right, that one I could do with one hand, so that's nice too. Okay. Well, it's late. I'm cold. My nose is running. My battery's at 3%. But that's in. We got some temporary doors on for tomorrow just to keep us kind of dry. Hood prop is on. Brake lights, tail lights work. There was something else I did. I don't remember. These two doors, try to put those on tomorrow. I have not yet located the windshield wipers. I hope those didn't get thrown away. Yeah. Probably, let's see, it's 11. Almost, it's not even 11 yet, it's 10:30. I may run and get some diesel, just have a little bit extra, let it idle in the morning. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that progress for after the kids went to bed. Try to keep some of the snow off of me. It's definitely not for warmth or comfort. But yeah, we'll check our coolant level in the morning. Yeah, I guess that is it for tonight. I will see you in the morning with some snow. Fingers crossed. Actually, I think I do hear it snowing. So, see you in the snow. Right there, you can see it. All right, so there is snow. Let's see what this does. I have some bolts, not many. Man, I picked the wrong hand. So I just realized that I've been shooting in slow motion this whole morning, so none of that footage is gonna work. Truck started, put it in drive, nothing. But I realized it's 6 degrees. So let it sit for a minute, put it in drive, and we're good. So we're gonna let it idle a little bit and then put the doors back on, try to take it around the block. But yeah, it is very cold. I think the actual temperature is 15 degrees, wind chill's -1, so yay. But thankfully, Connor let me borrow some doors. I need to put these other two on, but I couldn't get to the other side, so yep. Also need to put my ND filter because it's crazy bright. I wish I knew where I put my gloves. Well, test drive didn't go as planned. You can still see I got still a little bit of leak there to figure out. Transmission does not seem to be shifting out of second. So made myself a little jumper wire. We're gonna do some diagnostics and see if I can get the transmission light to give me a code that is helpful, and then we'll go from there. Also, I need to take those shims out. Look how bad that is. All right, let's venture out into the cold. I didn't want to pull the Humvee in yet because my daughter's still asleep. Really should clean that. Okay, I don't think you can see, but A and E are the ones I need to jump. I think that might have been a old glow plug wire or something that I cut. But okay, typically you would have to unplug your glow plug control box, but since mine's a manual control box, I don't think it matters. So we're looking to see if the transmission light does anything when we turn it to run. First, I'm gonna close that door. So first thing we need is power. Okay, first thing we should see is the gosh dang cold door. All right, let's try this again. First thing we should see is the 12. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, okay. 1, 1, 2, okay, so it's got 12 volt. 1, 1, 2. Okay, well it should, if it had a code, it should have thrown it by now. So, I don't know what that means. Maybe I'm just not giving it enough beans, because I don't have a tack. And I'm a little nervous, but I don't know. At least I know it doesn't have a code. Interesting. All right, well, back to the drawing board. Do some more Googleage. Well, it's a couple days later. It did end up snowing, not quite as much as they had predicted. I think we ended up with about 6 or 7 inches here. But it was also extremely cold, so I did not work on the Humvee. I played in the snow a little bit, made some snowmans, and try to stay warm. But kids are at school, so now that they're in school again, we're gonna see if we can figure out the leak. Definitely think it's, oh, I don't even know if I've told you. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. There is a transmission fluid leak, I believe, and I think that's why it didn't do what it needed to. So, I'll crawl under there. I've got my insulated bibs and pants and long johns, and my fingers are cold and my ears are cold. But other than that, I'm ready to roll. I got plenty of bottles of transmission fluids. We're getting under there. Even bought a nice brand new catch can for today. So we're gonna drain it. Well, we're gonna take the, well, we're just gonna see what we can see. We'll start there. Oh, problem with it being this cold. Problem with it being this cold is all my tools are cold. Anything metal I touch, just a reminder that it's negative degrees. Okay. I got a screwdriver. I'm pretty sure last time I looked, there were some hose clamps down there that were wet. And that's about where the drip is. So I'll climb under there, see what I can see. And you'll be the first to know. I mean, second after me, but. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's get you a front row seat. All right, there you can see, there's my puddle, which was evident in the snow the other day. And, you know, by it not shifting. Still need to put the inspection plate cover back on. Where was I? This frame rail is very wet. These rubber lines are very wet. That little block there is very wet. And, oh man, all those hose clamps up in there are wet. Cool. I don't know if I have the right lines for this, but we're gonna start here. I think I'm just gonna take one of these off and drain what drains out and try to clean up. Probably replace those lines today. And we'll start there. And I'm gonna hope it's
Golly, those hose clamps are disgusting.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hose clamps that are all wet and disgusting that I will replace. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4, maybe 6 rubber lines that I'll replace. Oh, it's in my hand. Yeah, I know it's cold and this is old, but really didn't expect it to be that brittle. But I guess that would explain the leak. Come on, buddy. I believe in you. Putting up a fight, though. There's no need for that. I'll give you a good home. All right, here we go. It kind of looks like children's Tylenol, cherry flavored. Let's try and see if we can get this whole tee out as one. Wow, this light's really bright. It's like I'm at a campfire telling spooky stories. Okay, my spooky story for today. Here's my leak. This is right. Well, I guess I can just take a screenshot and put it in the video. So this right here. Let's see. How do I explain this? So off the top of the transmission, that hard line. Okay, let me try this again. There's a bypass. So when the transmission pressure isn't high enough, it bypasses the cooler so it can get warmed up and then can go to the cooler. This is leaking pretty substantially. Also, this is a mess. That's where I wanted that. All right, so quick update. I was looking back at that diagram that I showed you, and I remember Russ saying something about that bypass being a possible fail point. So I texted him, he said he did delete his. So if you'll look back at this diagram, you can see it's pretty easy to bypass. And if you do bypass it, it eliminates both of these T's. So since I already have these out, that is already a possible fail point. I'm gonna go ahead and bypass the bypass valve. It'll just take it a little bit warmer, take it a little bit longer to warm up when it's cold, but I would rather get rid of that possible fail point. If you don't, let me start over. Transmission cooler, bypass valve. The transmission fluid typically will go to the cooler. This bypass valve just recirculates it until it gets warm and the pressure changes. Once it's warm, then it can go to the cooler so it doesn't get too warm. So you can imagine if it's staying here getting warm and this valve fails and it can't get to the cooler, toasty fluid, toasted trans. Clear as mud? Great. So, I don't know why my table is all, it's because I wasn't paying attention. Andrew, where's your nice knife? It's in the house. Why don't you go get it? Because my shoes are dirty. Why don't you take your shoes off? I'm wearing 2 pairs of wool socks and it's kind of a pain in the butt. What if you cut your finger? Well, I hadn't thought about that. Okay. Make sure this fits. Okay. One nice new rubber hose in. I'm gonna take, well, I mean, I gotta do the hose clamps. I'm gonna take this T out, and then this is the actual valve. I don't know if I can get it to the spot where, oh yeah, there's the valve. So it it's this part of this transmount bolt that is missing a washer, but maybe I'll do that. Take this out, get it out of my way so I can get up in there and do the other end of that right up there. See, he's kind of in the way. So we'll tighten those up and move to the next one. This is the bypass, the cooler bypass valve. So that's why there's all this mess. And there were two junctions. And these are old and brittle. If this fails, the transmission can get, worst case, can get too hot and cook itself. Or if I'd kept these T's, these are both leak points. So I'm just replacing that. So imagine, you know, this is mounted to the frame rail. The two lines come right here. They just need to go up to these other two lines. One of them's already done. This one will be done shortly. And then it'll be time to put more fluid in, let it idle for a while, and then keep checking the fluid level. So next thing's next. All right, I don't remember if I have a great before, but this is the after. These are the two new lines. So that hard line connects to that. That one goes there, up to the transfer case. This right here is where that big bypass valve was, and the T's and all that mangledy garbage is not there anymore. All the room for activities. A lot cleaner, hopefully less prone to leak. I didn't move the camera up high enough. The time has come. I need to fire it up, let it run for a little bit. You're supposed to check the transmission fluid when it's hot. I forgot that earlier in this video. So I'm gonna let it idle for 10, 15 minutes, check it, try to check it a couple times, and then try to pull it out of the garage, maybe cycle through, keep checking it, check it a lot. Here it goes. This will be a true cold start because it is very cold. I have not had trickle charger on. That may be a mistake. We'll see. Wow. So the belt squeaks a little bit in the cold, but remember that's the old belt. Still need a new belt for it. Try not to die. Well, now that one of those problems I was having is fixed, we're gonna ignore the other one for now because it's cold. And I'll work on cleaning up that corner a little bit. I wanna get the seats and there's parts and junk everywhere. So while the Humvee's out in the cold, it's easier for me to be in here in the warm and clean that up. So enjoy. I don't know what I'm telling you to enjoy. I'm about to fast forward it, so you're not here helping. Why would you enjoy it? Well, that's going to be it for today's episode. I'm shooting this on another day because in typical Oklahoma fashion, it snowed and it was very cold and like -10 wind chill today. I mean, there's still snow on the ground, but it's 55 degrees. So a lot easier to do this when I'm not frozen. Yeah. Thank you guys for sticking around. Like I said earlier, took January off social media. I got to go to Israel, which was incredible. Got to spend some time with the family. But I'm very excited to be back. Working on the Humvee. I didn't get to drive around in the snow as much as I had hoped. But that's okay. I got some stuff dialed in, got some stuff fixed. I thought the transmission wasn't shifting. I did the check it, doing a little jumper thing in the back, and text my buddies, like no codes, and like just put it in 4 low. Oh, well, yeah, shift points will be a lot different. So I think the transmission is shifting fine. I'm just not getting fast enough to reach the speed needed to shift in the 3rd and 4th. And right now it is so loud. It sounds like it's 1,000,000 RPM, but I don't have a tack to confirm. So work on getting the tack wired in. Ordered a doghouse, Black Dog Customs. Got the turbo corner kit, where I hacked, or someone hacked the corner of the body so the turbo would fit in. He makes like a aluminum kit. So I got that. So I'll be able to close that up. That should help with the sound, just to not feel like it's about to blow up. Wired in the brake lights. Glad that those work. Let's see. This was a pretty successful weekend. Fixed a pretty substantial transmission leak. I do have another leak coming out of the transfer case, I guess it's the output shaft, which I guess makes sense now that I fixed the leak before that and it started shooting transmission fluid over. It maybe had a little bit more pressure than it had been used to, or maybe the bypass valve was, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I just know it leaks now. And it made a somewhat substantial puddle. That's okay, because I can thank Super Clean for sending the degreaser. It worked on the floor once. Anticipated working again, and luckily I've got plenty to clean that area up once it gets a little bit warmer. Also, special thanks to Super Clean. We did the giveaway. Thank you to everybody that commented on the last video and entered to win. I'll be contacting you and then posting on Instagram if you won the Super Clean care package. So that's pretty exciting. Thank you all. And thanks for watching. I mean, the last video I think had 14,000 views, up to 10,000 subscribers, which is crazy. I told my wife that I would paint the garage when I got to 10,000 subscribers because I hate the color of our garage. It looks like dried phlegm. And now we have 10,000 subscribers and I have zero motivation to paint the garage. So maybe this summer. But yeah, next I'll grind off, finish putting those new lift hooks on so I can put the splash shields in and extend those a little bit with the body lift. Man, it is coming along. Feels good. It's pretty close. A buddy of mine is getting a new dash kit, which means I get his old dash kit, I think the American Machine kit with the gauges, so I'll probably buy that from him. Pretty excited about that. And then got a horn, I got lights, I got some stuff in the works, possibly with with a lighting brand, so that could be cool. Keep your fingers crossed. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Yeah, it's been fun. It's gonna be an exciting year. I got a lot planned, and if even half of it pans out, it'll be a really fun year. And I hope to get to bring my kids and my family along to some car shows and go off-roading, maybe do some camping. So thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. And yeah, see you next time. Bye. I forgot to say that I found my wiper blade when I was cleaning up back there, which I did actually finish cleaning up. Table's back there, part shelf is a little bit more organized. One of the blades is missing, but I found one, and I put it on a little bit off center. But I still think I'm gonna do maybe YJ wiper blades or something just to get a little bit more traditional, like a J-hook blade. But yeah, wiper blade is in. This seat is in. Yeah, this seat is in. The rest of the seats are ready to go in. So let's see if we have anything to mark off the list. Oh, yeah, we do have stuff to mark off the list. Well, let me find my marker. I think it's this one. All right, let's see. Nope, that's not that one. We did hood prop, bumper brackets, doghouse has been ordered. We kind of did a seat base install. So these are a quarter of the way in. Fuel filler, man, that's done. That felt good. Splash shields, can't do those yet. Wipers, those have been, I'll order those. Got to grind that off first. Rear bumper lift, did that. That looks good. If you have a giant gap, go get you brackets from Anvil Motorworks. Tank is in. What does that say? 3 bracket? Throttle bracket. Yeah, we did that. Fuel line for the canister, did that. That's old. Coolant tank, fixed that. Man, there's a good chunk that that we've done, you guys. Thanks for the help. I guess at some point I'm gonna need to. I got different wheels and tires, and well, the rest is pretty much the same. Anyways, still making progress. Thanks for staying along. Staying along? Sticking around? Joining along? Whatever. I got a Humvee. I can say what I want. Cheers.